our independence. Now, a lot of people confuse forefathers and founding fathers. The forefathers signed the Declaration of Independence. The founding fathers signed the Constitution. The forefathers, from the time of the forefathers to the founding fathers, was 11 years. 56 forefathers. Most of them gave their lives. Most of them were very wealthy men. They gave up their homes. Their sons died in the Revolutionary War. They died in the Revolutionary War. 5, look it up, 5 of them were caught by the British and tortured to death for our freedom. We hear a lot of talk now about a Continental Congress. We need to be very careful. Because before you start talking about Continental Congress, you better be ready to give your life for this country. Because I'm telling you right now, if we do not change our government from the inside, starts with leadership. We can't write another bill to change government. We've got to send Christian, strong, patriotic people that will not buckle to government. Not because we want to Bible thump, just because we want to stand on principle. Okay, well, I believe in the right to freedom of religion for every one of us, whatever your religion is. My principles, though, are going to be based on the Bible, because that's the way I believe. And I believe that, those are the principles that our country was founded upon. The thing is about the founding fathers, 5 of them gave their lives for torture. So we better remember this. So when you go to a Continental Congress, you look that up. The Congress that's currently, the administration that's there, they're not going to want us to have a Continental Congress, because what are we going to do? We'll wipe them out. We're going to put new people in. So you better be ready to fight against your brothers and your sisters and to have another civil war if you go talking about Continental Congress. Because that's a very serious thing. What we need to do is we need to send people to Washington that will revolutionize it from the inside out. From the inside out. That will come back, and then you need to support those people after they're in Washington. You need to hold them accountable. You need to be involved. You need to stay involved and be watchdogs for them. Because if we don't, they're going to push. They're going to push. And you're all gun owners. I'm a gun owner. I'm a hunter. David and I, we hunt. We love to skeet shoot. If we don't do something from the inside out, it's going to happen from the outside in. And when that happens, it's going to come through bloodshed. And we don't want that. So we can do it. Each one of you here tonight can play a part. You can play a part. You have to. Listen to me. You have to do something. You have to. Whatever it is, you need to find out what it is. But you have to do something. You have to go back and tell your coworkers and tell your family and tell somebody. You have to alert people. You have to get on watch for this country. This country, our freedom, my freedom, your freedom, we depend on one another. We're interwoven. And we have got to stand up, and we have got to tell Washington enough, and we've got to do more, and we've got to do more. We've got 10 months for that 2010 election. I'm telling you right now, your vote is the most precious thing to you, because they're taking all your other freedoms away, but they haven't taken your vote. I've had a bunch of people say, well, do you think you'll split the ticket? You know what? I don't, and I'll tell you why. I've had several, they can attest to it, I've had several Democrats come to me and say, you know what, I'm not voting for Ellsworth again. There's no way. And I sure as heck won't vote for a Republican, so you just gave me somebody to vote for. And then I've got... And then I've got Republicans that have come and said, you know what, the light bulb's gone on. It's dividing the country. We're divided. I can't vote Republican, and I sure as heck won't Democrat, so I'm voting for you. So no, I don't think we'll split the ticket. I think what will happen is that people will see that we've got to be about the American person. We've got to be about the Constitution. We've got to be about conservatism. We've got to be about our principles and our founding fathers' vision for this nation. And we need to identify and know the candidates and then get behind whatever that candidate is, whatever party they are, and support them and change this country before we lose this country. I just ask you to listen to this one thing. George Nichols said, in the Virginia Convention of Ratification of the Constitution, June 4, 1788, an enlightened people will never suffer what was established for their security to be perverted to an act of tyranny. He was talking ahead for us. They're getting ready to pervert, and they have already done it, and they're doing it more, but it's getting ready to come in at a deeper. They're getting ready to pervert what was established for our freedom through an act of tyranny. And I'm asking all of you to stand with me and tell them, no, not on the watch.
Yeah. Yeah. Could you imagine something like that coming out of Washington, D.C.? Talking about Continental Congress, too. Look here, folks. We're going to hear about